A patient dog gets the farthest bone.
Patient dog. Hungry, don't kill her.
A patient dog gets the farthest bone. You want to go first?
Patient dog. Hungry, don't kill her. If you're a patient dog, hungry will kill you. You have to hustle for food. I do not agree with that popular opinion.
Okay, see, this is the thing. I don't even know why that's a popular opinion, because you have lots of people who make.
I actually agree with it too. I actually agree with it.
Okay, tell us why.
Okay.
Let me tell you how it came up. A couple of dogs were there. They saw a big cow, big meaty cow, and they were all eating. Patient dog was waiting, and he got a fat bone because then go chop all the meat finished.
Oh.
We are together.
The bone he got, he did not get any meat. So I'm sure that's where it came from. There's nothing good about it.
Yeah, there is absolutely nothing
good about it.
You know, I feel like maybe it was a one-off situation where maybe other dogs that where other dogs were barking or something, and then they all collected, like the masters gave them something to go and play with, and just one dog that was just there being quiet, like, oh, because you've been quiet, because you haven't been disturbing, you know what, I'm gonna eat this and then give you. I feel like it's just a maybe one-off situation. One-off, but I really don't like that popular opinion. I feel like it's not even, people make reference to it when something lucky happens to them.
Yeah.
You understand? I feel like it's only when people use that. Moving on. All right, next one I've got on here is, hey, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. 2 wrongs don't make a right. 2 wrongs don't make a right.
See that?
Why are you looking at me?
Oh, no, because I'm coming for you. I really want to hear your opinion on this. So I'm coming for you.
Okay, go on first, Peter.
Oh, okay.
Let's hear
Peter,
what
you go on
you
then.
have to say.
2 wrongs don't make a right. You know, me, I believe sometimes 2 wrongs make a right.
Thank you for being honest.
Okay, that's being honest, because a lot of times, okay, you have an issue with someone, the person hurts you intentionally, and then you try to communicate and say, oh, this thing is hurtful, and the person does it again. I've realized most times people don't understand what they are doing to you until they feel what they are doing to you. So that's wrong plus wrong equals to right. And even in mathematics, you say minus equals to plus. So 2 wrongs can make it right.
O'Shea, mathematician. Because it's spoken as a true mathematician. I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you.
Personally, I think I tend to agree with Peter to a large extent. And the reason is this, and that was why I wanted him to speak first.
Yeah.
Personally, I give people what they give to me, So with me, what you give that you get, I'm like karma.
Oh, so I don't want to mess with you.
If you give me love, I give you back love. And if you give me inconsistency, like fluorescent light, that's the same thing you get.
On Nigerian NEPA.
On Nigerian NEPA. No, it's power holding. It's not NEPA again, it's power holding of, depending on where you are. If it's Lagos, Ikeja, if it's Abuja. Somebody many years ago told me that I don't want to sound somehow, but I would just quote the person verbatim. He said, women are like shadows. When you're chasing after them, they are going away. When you start going away, they start coming after you.
Okay.
That was what somebody said to me. And I tend to want to believe that comment, because it has happened to me personally. Back in the, I've noticed time and time that sometimes you may want someone and they may not want you at that point in time. And when you decide not to want them anymore, that's when they will maybe appreciate and value the time you had for them in the past. So back to what Peter said, if somebody is not giving you a good vibe, you give them the bad vibe back. Bad plus bad, it will turn to good. Because if the vendor you now find out that this guy no send me again, or he's not even interested anymore, it's the same thing. It's back to bad to bad. It might actually work out to good, but in some cases, it doesn't necessarily work out to good because me, I go to feel like Obasanjo. You go to feel like Goodluck Jonathan. Everybody they form. Everybody go to form. And the thing will just scatter. So that's my honest view on that issue. Yeah.
Guys, my honest view is no, two wrongs don't make it right. I think it satisfies you and it evens out the scoreboard. So it makes you feel good, but it feels like you're letting someone else rub off on you just because they're doing a certain thing. I feel like personally, if someone did, if you know you don't like, don't put up, then leave. You understand? But I don't think I need to do you back to get my point across. If I'm going to do something back to someone, it's because, you know what, to hell with this. I don't care if it's over. I don't care if I'm done with. I don't care if we're friends anymore. I'm going to go ahead and do. But 9 out of 10 times, I wouldn't do that. Even to my friend, I would just leave quietly. She would try and communicate, or he would try and communicate. It would just not happen. I mean, I've forgiven you, but I don't have to do you back. Like, I know certain times when they'll bring up inappropriate conversation or maybe something I told them in the past about someone. I don't have to do them back and say, oh, and I told you recently about a friend who we were really good friends, really for so many years, since I was like 14, and she did something really wrong. I could have gone on and told her best friend nasty things that she had told me. And I never, till today, I never mentioned one thing. You understand? But I could have even on that scoreboard because she really hurt me. Do you get where I'm coming from? And the things that she had told me were like a million times worse because this is someone that's like her sister. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's my place to even out that scoreboard. I feel like everyone would get I don't want to be anybody's karma. That's the thing. Because the thing is, when I've given it to you, I'm sort of sowing that seed. It's like a file. I say this a lot. Human beings, our human body, our human mind is like a file. Whatever you introduce to us, it opens a new file. So we now know. Okay, it's like when you do something for the first time, it's registered. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I don't want that to be. I don't want to have that kind of fold. I don't want to say, oh, one time I did it. Maybe when I was younger, of course, but now, as much as when I've grown old, I didn't even confront her. I waited for her to call me and even apologize and whatnot. I didn't even say, oh, so you did this. I never did. I just listened to everything that happened until she called me herself. There was no point in me trying to even out scoreboard or whatever. But that's just the one occasion. I don't still think like two wrongs make a right. I feel like sometimes just
Ignore.
It's too much energy. It's too much
sometimes
energy
you just ignore.
to even out that scoreboard. There's one thing I always say to people: focus on winning in life, not the beef. Don't focus on winning the fight, the focus on winning. Like, okay, you know what? In life, I'm succeeding. Be successful in life, not the beef. But some people like the one that is on Zoom, the one that is on Zoom, and the thing is, he doesn't just even out the scoreboard. What he'll try and do is he will try and make sure that. You say, 1-0, 2-0, or like Grace would say 1-0, or 2-0. Peter will make sure that when he does his own, it's 10-0. And that's the thing. When you're getting someone back, you tend to sort of overdo it because you now want to make sure that, it's like it's not even like pushing the boat back in the river. It's making sure I make a hole in the boat. So when I push you out into the river, exactly.
That's you just do it once now, so you don't make any mistake. So you don't make any mistake.
Exactly. But you see where I'm coming from. So sometimes, and the thing is, it's even like sometimes someone has said, someone, out of work are fighting, and I've watched a video even on Instagram where people are fighting, and it's just the thing where you punch me, I want to punch you back, and just that one punch, one brick, he just grabs a brick, I want to do you back, and hits it, and the guy just died there and then.
You understand? Did you not hit me first?
But there you go. But no, but you that you're embarrassed. How isn't that? It's
self-defense.
Yes, but you still get time for it.
It depends. No, self-defense. I mean, self-defense is a complete defense.
A life has just been gone. So do you see now? Two wrong. Because you could have easily, you have the rest of your life to live with that, but you could have easily walked away from that situation.
Angie, the law makes provisions.
Yeah.
For things like this, because it envisages the human nature.
Of do me, I do you.
Of do me, I do you. You cannot slap me and expect me to watch you now. And Moses clearly said if somebody should slap him back. And I believe in that philosophy. I actually believe in that philosophy.
not.
If you slap me one, I will slap you back. How would you feel? Let me ask you one direct question now. As beautiful as you are,
Okay, by the way.
if any man is lucky enough to have you as a wife, hold on.
Thank you again.
And you guys are out on a nice day. And while you're out, somebody just slapped him or did something really offensive to him. And he just stood there and watched. How would you feel?
Peter, you and I, we've talked about this before. I think you're better off getting a reaction off of me if you do something to someone I care about. Like with me, you can probably just like slap me about. I don't put myself in that kind of situation. But when it comes to people that we care about, I think it's very different. Like it's like we bring out another side to us, you know.
Like the chicken and the
exactly. So I'm not looking at it like you did it to me. I'm looking at it's someone I care about. And that's where, for me, I think it's sensitive. However, I'm still growing. Everyone's still developing, and you realize that, okay, you know what? Why would you just walk up to, my husband and just slap him?
Yeah.
You understand? I'm not going to question him or whatever. I mean, but I really think that the world's getting to a place where people can use their words, not their fist. I mean, having said that, I feel like then it becomes a behavior that this do me, I do you, or an eye for an eye, or two wrongs. I feel like it becomes a behavior, becomes part of you. Because if you remember that video, you sent me a video about two guys who I think they were in traffic, and what they now decided was to be, this one smashed this one's windscreen, that one smashed that one's windscreen, that one smashed the mirror, smashed the mirror as he was destroying his car. The other person was trying to. So I was thinking, at that point now, please tell me, guys, where is the right in that? Because there was nothing right that came out. People were videoing two full-grown men with two good cars, two very nice cars in a country that is wallowing in poverty.
Which country? In Nigeria?
Yeah.
You want
So two grown men in a country that is wallowing where
Lagos.
Yeah, people were actually, and we were filming it, and I thought, look at that. So at that point now, where is the right? Because
that one has nothing to do with right.
But it does, because this one was thinking, you broke my car. I think you broke my car, so I'm going to smash your windshield and I will smash your black car. That's it took something, and they started smashing the whole glass. And even as the car was driving off, then it got to a point where they started hitting each other's
bumper.
Bonnet. Not bumper, bonnet actually. The way, and you just think, but you started with,
No.
You started with do me, I do you.
You can understand. No, see.
Anger. It started with two wrongs don't make a right.
I was talking with my friend. I was speaking with a friend yesterday, and he told me the average Nigerian is angry. That's the truth. The average Nigerian is angry because I won't really fault them if you look at what's happening in our country. If you see what's happening in our country, it's not only pathetic, it is unfortunate and really sad.
It is.
Because the wealth that the country has can actually go round. You know that man for River State who they call go round? Go round. I think his name is Bro Felix Obua. Go round. So the wealth can actually go round the
nation.
The nation. But it's being stolen by a select few. And that has unleashed mayhem, poverty, and
anger.
Criminality on the nation. So people in Nigeria are not happy generally. So you cannot really fault them.
But you say that now. So what about people that are losing their children, losing their mom, losing their dad, losing their only son as a result of this criminal? Because government is the one taking the money or whatever, or a select few according to you, and then you still have the ones that I said, well, we'll kidnap. And they're kidnapping and using, there's this thing they do where they actually, I have to remember the word, as time goes, because I can't really remember dismember a full human being, you understand, just because of money. So is that too wrong? That's why I said so. Too wrong. It doesn't make it right, and that's but once it's installed in you, once you actually have that behavior where if you do me, I'll do you, or because someone's hurting me, or because I'm hurting, and there's a thing that they say, hurting people hurt people. You ever heard that before? So you get hurting people hurt people, and that's one of the truest popular opinion. So when someone is hurting, you're 9 out of 10 times you get them. It's easy to get them to like shout or be always irritable. You understand because they're hurt by something, and they're not maybe reaching the root of it. But I digress. So two wrongs don't make it right, because the fact that you see it as one person hurting you, it now becomes a thing that grows part of you, where it now feeds you. It even leads to ego, where you now be like, I'll do my own, and it will keep growing.
It honestly depends on the circumstance. Like personally, really, I don't think somebody would do to you that you may just ignore. And there's certain things somebody might do to you, even if you're a pope or an imam, you would refuse to forgive. It happens.
You must do your own.
You must do your own back. Yeah, there's certain things somebody would do to you, and even if it takes 20 years, you will do them back. So it honestly depends on the circumstances. I do not think it's proper to generalize that particular comment. But in the context of wrong doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
it's to each.
conclusive.
Okay, so to each their own then. So to each their own. Okay, cool. Okay, I see where you're coming from.
Thank you for watching our show. If you enjoyed that, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. If you don't see same problem, you never finish. So for more updates on Q&As, sneak peeks, teasers, debates, live shows, hot topic, and lots more, follow us on our social media platforms. You'll find those in the description box below. See you next week Saturday, same place, same time. We go day at the table matter. It's your girl Daystar. Cheers. Bye for now.